We've all heard the story of the three little pigs. In this short story, pigs are brutally hunted down, murdered, and eaten by a wolf. The wolf shows no motive other than that he is a carnivore. The pigs are shown as helpless victims. Why is this the case? Why couldn't the wolf have been framed? Jon Scieszko wrote a story, The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, to take the wolf side of view. In this story, it starts out as the wolf being on trial. Now, Mr. Wolf claims that he was only sick and trying to bake a cake for his dear old grandmother. He ran out of sugar and he had just 1 cup left, so he figured he'd ask his nice neighbor down the road. So Mr. Wolf went with an empty cup to his neighbor's house. His neighbor wasn't the most intelligent person and was the youngest of 3 brothers of pigs. Now, Mr. Wolf knocked at the door and the door just fell in. He called inside, but the pig never answered. So Mr. Wolf stepped inside, looked around, didn't see anyone, and as he was leaving, he felt a great sneeze come upon him. Now, he tried to hold the sneeze in, but he couldn't. So he let out an enormous sneeze and the entire house just fell down. After all the debris had settled, there was the first little pig laying dead as a doornail in the middle of the room. Now, Mr. Wolf wasn't about to waste that much meat, so he decided he'd have a nice little snack. Now, just imagine that as a cheeseburger. You wouldn't be mad if someone ate a cheeseburger, would you? So I don't see why he should be victimized for eating just a pig that was laying there dead. He was saving it from being wasted. Now, the wolf still didn't have his sugar, so he needed to go find it. He went down to the brother of the pig he'd just eaten. Now, this brother was slightly more intelligent, but not too much. He built his house out of sticks. Now, Mr. Wolf knocked on the door and asked if he could borrow a cup of sugar. Now, the second pig was kind of rude. He just yelled at the wolf to go away. As the wolf started to leave, he started to sneeze again. He tried to hold it in, but just as before, he couldn't. He sneezed and the entire house collapsed. Yet again, the second little pig was laying there just like his brother, dead in the middle of the house. Now, Mr. Wolf wasn't going to let that meat go to waste either, so he decided to go in and eat it too. Now, finally, the wolf still doesn't have his sugar, so he checked his final neighbor on the road. Now, his last neighbor was the oldest of these pig brothers, by far the smartest and most shrewd. He built his house out of just bricks. Now, Mr. Wolf went and knocked on his door and just asked to borrow a cup of sugar. The third pig got angry and yelled at the wolf and told him to go away. So the wolf decided to just leave and call it quits, started to walk away, and felt himself sneeze again. Right as he was about to sneeze, the pig yelled out, "And tell your old dear grandma to go sit on a pen." Now, this greatly enraged Mr. Wolf, and by the time the cops showed up, he was howling, screaming, sneezing, and trying to bust that door down. And that's how he was framed, supposedly. I like this version much better, but I hope you enjoyed it.